Yo, what's up, guys? It's the Insane Game Freak here. We're gonna talk about Nintendo in various respects regarding the recent bit of pretty much all the negativity that's been surrounding it, based from today and pretty much all the stuff that's been happening this week slash late last week. So let's get into it. Now, to preface this off, I'm going to mainly be talking about the Splatoon stuff for a little bit. A lot of this will probably mainly be dealing with the Creators Program and then just kind of an attitude towards Nintendo as a whole. Now, I did record a kind of rant based around the whole Creators Program stuff that I could and may upload, but the problem was I got interrupted at the end with the phone, and the video is pretty much... the video is not bad in its own right, it's just a lot of ranting. So if you want me to upload that, if I get about maybe, well, I don't know how many people will watch this, but if I get enough demand that you want to see that video, I'll upload it, because right now it's just sitting on my camera. But for right now, let's get into all the stuff in a more chilled out, calm fashion. So the first thing is I don't want to say rumor because it's not technically a rumor. It's like translated, but people are kind of in and out with whether they trust the translation or not. But for right now, we're going to pretend like Splatoon doesn't have voice chat, because that was what one of the rumors said, is that it doesn't have any online communication with matchmaking, which seems a really weird way of phrasing it, but Nintendo is not necessarily known to be the most normal of companies. Now, and I just watched Showgirls, and I'm in the middle of watching Terminator Juice's video on it. Well, not on it, but mentioning it in the video. Personally, that wouldn't kill me. I would still get the game, because I'm not getting the game for multiplayer. I will play multiplayer, but I'm not getting it for multiplayer. I'm getting it for single player, and I will get it to try out multiplayer. I'm not... Shooter is like my worst genre, so to me, that won't hurt me as much as it hurts other people. Although I feel bad because if this is true to the extent of what people believe it is, which is that there's no voice chat in the game, period, whatsoever, regardless if you're with friends or with randoms. I hate the fact that for new IP, a lot of people get turned off of this game for that reason. Although I do hate the fact that games nowadays have ridiculous so much. Multiplayer has become so popular that, to me, I feel like multiplayer has actually overcome single player for most games in certain genres. I think specifically shooters and fighting games, single player isn't shit for anything. And I feel bad because I feel like we're moving towards that and not just a combination of both. I feel like eventually, if a game has online, that's all it fucking needs. Like, I feel like that's where we're moving towards. And to me, as a gamer, that's not... I'm not saying I would hate interacting with people in games, but my whole thing, like, when you hear about games like Titanfall where everything is played online, that is not appealing. That is not appealing at all for me, personally. So it's like, okay, so here's the thing with voice chat. If that is the case, I have no problem rallying and getting behind people who want voice chat and, you know, want truly connected accounts and all that other shit. I just don't complain about it as much as everyone else because I don't care about it. Like, I don't feel like it's, to me, it's genuine for me to start complaining about something that I don't inherently use. And voice chat has always been a thing I've never cared about. If it's in the game, whatever. Most of the time, the games it's in that I do play online, I don't use voice chat. I rarely use voice chat. I'm not saying that it shouldn't be in the game. I feel like everyone should have the option to do whatever the fuck they want. At the same time, I just don't care about complaining about it to that degree because I don't care about it being in the game or not. But, you know, if there's a petition going around, hell, I'll sign it. If there's something where, like, even the Nintendo Redirect thing Shokyo was doing, I had no problem going on Miiverse and Twitter and Facebook and wherever else, posting about how, you know, we want voice chat and friend invites and all that other stuff, you know. And see, I'll even complain about, like, the Smash Brothers thing, which I still think is fucking stupid, where you can join game from your friends list, and you can invite people on Smash Brothers, but you can't check your fucking invite to see if you got invited unless you back out of online as a whole, which then takes the whole join game feature away from your friends list icon, which fucking defeats the purpose. Like, it's so, I don't give a fuck what anyone says. It's clumsily implemented in Smash, because it's not even done in a way that you can actually do it straightforward. It's like, I'm inviting my friend, I don't know, let's say Coupon. I'm inviting Coupon into a match on Smash Brothers. Well, the only way Coupon's gonna get that message is, for one, the blue light blinking on her fucking gamepad, and that's if she's using her gamepad on Smash. But let's say she is. Well, let's say she sees a blue light. Well, let's say she's inviting me. Maybe she's in a game. Actually, yeah, that's a better one. Let's say she's in a game. Well, she has to back out online to even open up the home menu to check her friends list. Which case, she now appears offline from my perspective, and for me, that would imply that, oh, I guess she got offline, so she's probably not going to get it. And I just go ahead and jump in a match. Let's say she responds to the request and tries to join game. Well, I'm already in the middle of a match now. The shit is clunky. The shit is clunky as fuck. So I'm not saying that, you know, if you're going to do online, do it right. Don't bullshit it. That Smash is online, at least in terms of the friend invites and joining game, is fucked up, because you can't even look at invites in online. You have to back out of online in order to look at invites. So that's bullshit. So I understand that. Splatoon not having it, I'm not gonna really flip out if it doesn't have online voice chat. But at the same time, if you put it in there, do it right. You know, even if the voice chat in Mario Kart and Smash, it's really limited, but it works. That's the whole point. Like, if you're gonna put it in the game, let it work. So it's not gonna ruin my game, but I feel bad because I feel like this will turn a lot of people off of the game, and I want this game to do well. The game looks like a lot of fun, and for people who keep complaining about Nintendo doesn't do new IPs, I would like the new IP to do well, and I would hate for it to fucking not sell as much because it doesn't have voice chat. To me, that'd be the dumbest reason for this game not to sell well. Anyways, moving on. So recently, apparently, the Nintendo's Creators Program, which I haven't really talked about, has been doing so well that they're at an influx. Meaning that there have been a ridiculous amount of people in here, and it's forced them to be even slacker with what they originally said. They originally said it would take 2 to 3 days to approve videos and channels. It's been like over a week, and a lot of people still haven't been approved. Now, I'm actually relatively worried about this for a few reasons, particularly because for those who wanted my opinions on the thing, it's in line with everyone else, except I'm not going to do what a lot of other people did, which is go into fucking, oh, well, they're arrogant, and they just want your money, and they just want to steal from you, and they're trying to play God and shit. Pretty much bashing them from other things and pretending like you know what the fuck reasoning was behind the whole program in the first place, and how everything should stay the same, and all this other shit. Because everyone wanted to fucking play fucking, oh, I know what the problem is. It's because the Wii U is, like, pretty much using this as an excuse, like every fucking thing Nintendo news related ends up happening is, and using that as an excuse to bash the shit out of Nintendo as a whole. Not even just the program, but Nintendo as a whole, their games, their consoles, their every fucking thing. And I hate when that happens. But my personal opinion is that the current terms of service and the way it looks currently, it's flawed. It is painfully flawed. And one of the things I ranted about in the original video I recorded was that the only way I could see people even, and I still don't think you should, even right now I don't think you should try to join this damn network. And it's not necessarily for all the same reasons as everyone else, but the main thing is, people kept looking at this as not even a multi-channel network, and people go, what do you mean? First off, no one wanted to mention that this thing is a beta. Like, no one has mentioned it. Like, none of the big PewDiePie didn't mention it, Boogie didn't mention it, Jim Quisition didn't mention it, fucking Total Biscuit. No one mentioned that this is a beta, by the way. So, first off, none of this shit is set in stone. That's the first thing to state. The second thing is, people keep saying people kept saying it was like a multi-channel network, but treated it as if it was an in-between thing for multi-channel networks. Because a multi-channel network does not hang out with other multi-channel networks, aka because they started bringing up the whole financial thing about how it'd be a split between Google, Nintendo, the multi-channel network, and you, instead of just doing what they were originally doing, which is pretty much what you do with a normal multi-channel network, is you, that network, and Google, which are for people who don't have fucking networks. It's like, for some reason, because it's Nintendo, people assume that, and granted, it gives you the ability to, but they assume that the way this program is designed for fucking people who are already in a network and still want to use Nintendo footage, which kind of gets into some of the things I feel like they should approve. First thing is, please do not take away free speech. If you do that, then you've already caused a whole bunch of problems in its own right. That's the first thing. Second thing, all Nintendo games should be available. If I'm subscribing to, if I'm joining a Nintendo only network, every Nintendo game should be available to me. The only reason why I would think that some of them aren't is specifically because there's third-party stuff in those games. That's the only thing that makes me feel like why certain games aren't on there, like Bayonetta 2 isn't on there, and I don't think fucking Smash Brothers is on there. But other than that, I feel like all Nintendo games should be fair game because they're fucking Nintendo games. I'm on a goddamn Nintendo network, Creators Network. I better have the ability to use any Nintendo game I want. That's the second thing. And just another way to improve it would be to not have that arbitrarily I can change the payment, because that's not appealing to anyone, especially anyone who wants to do this as a job and wants to focus only on Nintendo. Third thing, try to do like some type of deals with the already current channel networks, so they're automatically in the affiliate program, and it's just that like the channel network just pays Nintendo like a small, like pretty much a fee for having them have the ability to use Nintendo content. Like, you know, Nintendo partners up with Full Screens. Like, so if you're part of Full Screen, you can use Nintendo content and not even have to sign up for the affiliate program, because if you're a part of Full Screen, you're already a part of the affiliate program. See, that would be a cool way of handling it. I understand what and people say this shit shouldn't even exist. Me personally, I believe it has no problem existing, because some people just want to focus on Nintendo. Well, if Nintendo opens up a goddamn program in which all I can do is focus on Nintendo, I get promoted by Nintendo, and it's pushing Nintendo content to a Nintendo audience, that is not a bad idea in theory. There's just all these little technical things they need to fix. But I say I'm worried about the influx of people they're getting, because, as I said, the program currently is not up to snuff. So having this issue, so them getting, and as I said, I'm pretty sure it's a whole bunch of new people doing it. There's no way there's any, considering everyone has bashed this shit up to Sunday, I know there's not any current, well-established YouTubers backing this right now. These are gotta be people who are new to YouTube and new to this shit, new to networks and whatnot, and are joining Nintendo because that's what they want to do. So that's a thing in its own right. Also, the last thing I do want to mention, because people, Shokyo said in his video about the Splatoon stuff, and Jim Sterling said something along the lines of this. Why do people feel like the Nintendo gets free passes on things? I don't understand why people think this, considering Nintendo has been consistently bashed for everything it doesn't do since like the middle of the GameCube era. The GameCube era had shit talked about it. The Wii era was nothing but either you ignored that console or you talk shit about it. That's the two things you did with the Wii. And the Wii U, I shouldn't even have to get into that because it's the fucking Wii U. The Wii U has had shit talked about it since the beginning. Why is there this mindset that Nintendo doesn't get shitted on all the time? They do get shitted on all the time. You can look at YouTube and see Nintendo gets shitted on all the time. There's like this weird sense of Nintendo fanboys outnumber everybody else. If that was the case, wouldn't more Wii U's be sold? I'm just saying, if you were gonna throw that card out, so I don't understand why people feel like Nintendo gets slack. I don't know where that mindset comes from. They get shitted on for not being shitted on enough. I didn't even think that shit was possible. So that's like my general thing with that. I'm kind of worried that the Creators Program is doing so well as a beta, because now Nintendo has no incentive to change it. And I really wish they would, because I feel like it would benefit everyone else as a whole better if they changed it. At least not even get rid of it, just change aspects of it. I'm not gonna be one of those fucking armchair analysts like, well, you guys are being arrogant. You feel like you can take all our money because you made the game that we made original content from. And people keep saying like 60-40 and 70-30 is a bad split. That's what most networks offer. So I don't get that either. Trying to make sure that's all I needed to say. And then just let me know in the comments if you think I should upload the rant video. It probably goes into more detail than I am now. But anyways, this has been the Insane Game Freak. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Love's a game, play to win, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace. So.